gained 4 seconds on rally leader Sordo in stage 5, and we're about to join the Finn at the start of the 20 km stage 6. Jari-Matti would love to win here and claim his second victory of the season, but for now he has to concentrate on holding off the rather formidable trio of Loeb, Hirvonen and Solberg, who have a combined total of 56 rally wins between them. Loeb is already well on his way into the stage, and the split times have shown he is indeed piling the pressure on the young Finn. Mikko Hirvonen is also out on stage. He passed Petter Solberg on the previous stage, and although he started less than 5 seconds behind his teammate, he's not really threatening Latvala or Loeb. Back at the start line, meanwhile, Petter Solberg and co-driver Phil Mills are in the thick of the battle this weekend after some terrible luck this year so far.
Opens long, tightens turn, 1 over crest. Opens flat, extra long. We're on fire. We're on fire.
Jump on, quickly!
Oh no, not again. This doesn't look good. Something is indeed on fire at the front of the car there. Petter and Phil are quickly out to investigate. Smoke pouring from the front of the car. His suspension damper has been completely destroyed on the front right side, and it's set something on fire there. They're back in the car to try and continue, but this is yet more bad news for the Subaru crew. Petter is even forced to lean out of the car because his view has been so obscured. And with the suspension heavily damaged, he's limping through the stage and hemorrhaging time. He'll drop way down the leaderboard here. So Solberg out of the battle, then back with Latvala now. And with Hirvonen not really making an impression on this stage, the Finn has focused his attentions on holding off that blue and red Citroen of Sebastian Loeb. That's the time he has to beat to hold on to the runner-up spot. And there's very little between them here. No, he's lost it. He slipped to third, now 9/10 of a second behind. Gigi Gali has gained a position following Solberg's misfortune and is up to 6th. He sustained some rear damage after a big slide in here though, and has actually lost his spare tyre in the process.
Gigi, a small bit of damage to the back of the car, and there's no spare wheel. Was there one in?
Yes, I saw. Giovanni saw on the stage rolling and the wheel. I don't know, maybe it was not well fixed, and okay, we slide a little bit, and I think we touched something on the rear. Okay.
And with his rear differential cooler and exhaust badly damaged, that's the end of Gali's day. Disappointment for Gigi, as there is for Petter Solberg, who's keeping his thoughts to himself after being robbed of a podium finish in Argentina. The Subaru man is still waiting for a change in fortune. A bruising stage then, and plenty of movement on the leaderboard. Loeb is up to 2nd at the expense of Latvala, and with Gali and Solberg out, Matthew Wilson is up to a promising 7th. Straight on to the final 2 stages of the day then, and with Loeb back in form this afternoon, Sordo has his work cut out to stay in front. He goes into stage 7 with a 10.4 second lead, but the Spaniard has that advantage more than half through there. The pressure continues to build. Going into the day's final stage, Sordo's just 4.7 seconds ahead. Using Virtual Spectator, we can give you an idea of how big that gap would look on the road. It may not seem much, but Loeb has 13 kilometres to catch his teammate. The stage is set for a thrilling climax. Moving on to the 6 kilometre split time in stage 8. It's already looking ominous for Sordo. He's still ahead, but only just. 1.3 seconds is the gap now. The Spaniard is struggling to stay ahead. Time is running out for Danny to hold on to his lead. It's the 9.8 kilometre split next. And Sordo is behind. He's now over 8 seconds slower in the stage, which would put Sebastian 3.5 seconds up overall.
A fondo, se cierra 5, graba.
There is only 4 kilometres to go, so Danny then needs to dig deep here and attack to the finish to hold on to the lead. It's easier said than done, with huge drops at the edge of the road there on the left. There are plenty of uphill sections in this rally too, and a lot of blind crests. It's nail-biting stuff, but Sordo is giving it everything to hang on. There are the yellow boards ahead that mark the start of the flying finish, and he might just do it. Yes, a terrific effort from Sordo. He stays ahead, but only by 1.1 seconds. A great recovery, though, to keep the lead. For the first time ever, Danny Sordo leads a gravel rally at the end of day 1, but with Loeb breathing down his neck. Latvala is still third, but his sideways style is beginning to leave his tyres looking a little second-hand.
You see now that we are missing a quite big piece of thread of the tyre, and the problem is that they start to worn and get very hot, so basically they are warning so much that the thread is coming off. Then you will lose a lot of grip, and then it's very difficult to drive, because basically you try to feel this, there is no, it's like a steel touching the ground, so you didn't get grip. So that's why we lost around 5 seconds in the last one.
Well, congratulations, lads. You've made it through day 1 of the first ever Rally Jordan.
Yeah, no, it's good to be here, and we were lucky on one corner on stage 4. We had a moment and half the car was off the road, but Matt managed to keep it on somehow, and yeah, no, we're still here, and we've had a good day. There's a couple of cars out there that had problems, so no, it's good, and we look forward to tomorrow.
And Matt, how does it feel? What were the stages like?
Fairly tricky. I mean, especially the last one there, stage 4 and 8, which was, the surface was sort of changing all the time. You had good grip and then you had no grip, and yeah, tricky enough. But I think we've made a couple of changes to notes and stuff like that, so we've been learning quite a lot all day. And like Scott said, we're still here, which is the main thing, and in the points. So yeah, overall, fairly good day out.
Also reflecting on a good opening day's work, fellow Brit Barry Clark, who got a surprise late call to drive for the Munchies team in place of Luis Perez Companc, who's had to return home to Argentina on business. Clark's no stranger to driving, but was originally in Jordan to work as a mechanic. With so little preparation, he's delighted to still be in the running ahead of day 2, which is coming right up exclusively here on Dave. Welcome back to World Rally on Dave. It's Saturday morning, day 2 of a blisteringly hot Jordan rally, and it was dramatically close overnight, only 14 seconds separating the top 4.